Start with a wooden egg cutout, either a door hanger or a stand, and then grab some decorative spring napkins. These are from Dollar Tree, and we're gonna make a little Easter egg decor. So you would think I would have learned my lesson by now. Of course, I tried to just rip the price tag off the back of that egg. It did not work for me, so I grabbed my heat gun, gave it a blast of heat, and then peeled that label right off. So you can see here we're using the back of the egg, not the patterned 3D carved side, but just the smooth back, because we're going to Mod Podge some napkins onto this wooden egg. So grab some matte Mod Podge, I prefer matte on these projects, and give just a solid coat all over that flat surface of that egg. And then here's the kicker, do not apply your napkin right away, let the Mod Podge dry completely. Because once that Mod Podge is dried, you're going to add your napkin. So I stuck a sanding block, which I will use later, underneath that egg just so it would lay flat, and grabbed my gingham or buffalo check, whatever, napkin. It was 2-ply, so you peel away all but the top printed ply. And because that Mod Podge is dry, you can move that napkin around and place it exactly how you want it. So I just trimmed off that perforated edge with the tiny little dots. So I was only working with the smooth part of the napkin. And then I smoothed that napkin over the egg, protected the napkin piece with a piece of parchment paper, not wax paper, but parchment paper. And then I used my mini heat press. This will just reactivate the Mod Podge so that the napkin adheres to the wood surface smoothly without any wrinkles or bubbles. If you do not have any sort of heat press tool, an iron on a low heat setting with no steam would work just fine as well. And then once that was totally smoothed down, I grabbed that sanding block and I sanded away the edges until all of the excess piece of napkin was removed. From here, you're going to add another solid coat of matte Mod Podge to the entire surface, just so you have an even finish. Heads up, the napkin piece will probably start to bubble a bit or wrinkle a bit. So I recommend starting in the center and using brush strokes that then move toward the outer edge of the egg, just to prevent ripping or moving your napkin piece too much. But don't worry, we'll reseal it and it'll be smooth again after we add the second piece of napkin. So here is this happy spring napkin. I just took my craft scissors and I cut as close to the wreath as I possibly could, so it was kind of like a wavy little outline of the wreath. And then from there, peel away that second ply of the napkin so you only have the top ply. And then you can center your cutout napkin piece on your project. And then once again, grab that parchment paper and your heat press and heat seal everything in place. And this is your opportunity to remove any extra wrinkles or bubbles from that second coat of Mod Podge. But that's it. Now you have 2 layers of napkin with 2 different patterns. Then I just finished off this project because there was a wooden base. I had some greenery from Dollar Tree, and I just ripped off some of the stems and hot glued them right in place. Pretty easy. And then here's my finished little Easter egg standing sign.